Michael, so great to see you today. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much.
I wanted to ask you something in particular. In July, we're really going to be focusing on the well-being of youth today and life during COVID. And I wanted to get your perspective on how you see the impacts on your generation of the crisis and COVID going forward.
Yeah, certainly. I think, unfortunately, young people, millennials and Gen Z, have been really strongly affected economically by the coronavirus pandemic. Obviously, those graduating university or those beginning their careers are having a difficult time finding jobs, and oftentimes those jobs are lower paying than what they would reasonably expect for their skill level and education. So I think in the medium term that's really, or the short to medium term, that's really an issue that young people face. And I think, unfortunately, if that's not addressed now, that could be drawn into the long term. You know, millennials and Gen Z already have a lower percentage of wealth as baby boomers did, for example, at the same age. So I think that if we don't address the short-term economic issues that young people are facing due to COVID, I think that could transition to long-term issues as well.
Yes, and other specific challenges perhaps for youth in Mexico or Canada that you think we need to be paying attention to?
Definitely. Obviously, coronavirus is on the top of everyone's minds and the economic factors that they could be facing. And I think that's going to be compounded with climate change. I think climate change is something that young people have been really focused on, really paying attention to.
You've sought out international opportunities, before joining the lab. What drove you to do that, and what do you think you've benefited from most?
Definitely. I'm so proud. I love my hometown of Montreal. Anyone who listens, I'll talk their ear off about it. But I think there is something to be said for living abroad, working abroad, experiencing new people, new cultures, just all over the world. So I think that, just experiencing things in generally is always great. And then specific opportunities that may not have been available to me had I stayed in Montreal are the two reasons why I decided to live abroad.
That's great. We love Montreal, but there's a lot people can bring back after going abroad.